Hey, Rodney. So we just talked to Nurk, and he just said it felt really good to be back on that Moda court with you. What was it like for you to play in your first minutes back in Moda?
It was great. Obviously, well, not obviously, but the first couple of minutes was a little fast for me. Had to get the pace down a little bit. It was a couple of shots. I wish I could have kind of got back hesitating, but after the first few minutes, I felt good. To get up and down. It's the first like scrimmage like thing that I've done. So, it's been a year, so I just can't be too hard on myself. But it was good to get out there today.
How did you feel physically?
I felt good. I felt like good. My wind was good. I felt good all the way around. But just got to keep getting better, though. I got a ways to go.
Jamie Hudson, NBC Sports Northwest.
Rodney, I saw that before you checked into the game, you didn't even go sit on the bench. You were just trying to keep warm. It looked like. What was going through your mind though before you entered the game?
How much I wish fans was out there. I think it'd have been a lot more special if they were here. But not just trying to get loose. I use preseason now that I'm a veteran guy. I use it as practice. This is practice to me, and getting a feel for everything. So I'm trying to figure out a routine that I can have going into the season.
Jason Quick, The Athletic.
Rodney, I've always considered you a forward. But before the season, Neil said he kind of considered you a guard. And then today at the end of the first quarter, we saw you playing shooting guard / point guard. Are they using you differently this year, you feel?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be used everywhere around the court. It's gonna be fluid. I could play the 2, 3, or 4. I could bring the ball up at times. I think that's an advantage for our team for guys to be able to play multiple positions. So wherever you need me, obviously, I can shoot the ball, but if I need to handle the ball a little bit, I could do that as well.
Any other questions for Rodney?
Yeah, Rodney, I got one for you, Casey Holdall here. Are you at all, when you were out there, did you all think about your leg? Like, is it one of those things where you get out there and you put it behind you, or does that kind of thought linger for a little bit?
Nah. Certain movements, when you playing in a crowd and a bunch of guys around, you kind of think about it. But I feel good. I'm not really hesitant about it. I know my body has changed a little bit, since I played. But like I said, I felt good. Just need to get more and more reps. I know it's a short time before we play, but getting more reps, I think, will help me a lot.
Jason Quick, The Athletic.
Rodney, can you get a sense of why you guys could be better defensively this year?
I think personnel-wise, I think it helps a lot. Adding Robert Covington and Derrick Jones Jr. and going blank a little bit, but a few other guys. But I think personnel helps a lot. I know sometimes schemes may work, but if you don't have the personnel to do it, it may not work. So this year we're being more aggressive. We got longer defenders, guys that can guard multiple positions. So I think we'll be better defensively.
What do you mean being more aggressive? Does that?
Well, just with the bigs, I know like Nurk sits on the basket, protects the rim, and he's a really good rim protector. But this year you'll see more of him and our other bigs playing out on the perimeter, being more aggressive on the ball on pick and roll. So, that calls for us to be more shifted on the weak side. But I think we got the personnel to do it and make it consistent.
I mean, you guys have always been famous for dropping your bigs on the pick and roll. So you say we're going to see a difference or change this year?
Yeah, we're going to see it. I mean, it's going to be times throughout the game where we go back to, what we know, depending on who we're playing. But I think, being more aggressive, I think it's going to cause for us to get more steals and getting out of transition a little bit more. So I think that's what the reason of why we want to be more aggressive on the ball.
AJ McCord, Coin.
I know it's very early to be asking this question, but you were on the team that went very, very deep in the playoffs. Last year, the expectations were so high. In your first week and a half or so of this new season, this new team, where are the expectations? How good do you guys think you can be?
I mean, we feel like we're right there. I mean, I think we do a good job of not worrying about the other teams in the league and what's going on and all the chatter, but we play with a chip on our shoulder. We are kind of always the underdog coming into the season. So, we just want to build on what we're doing. We got a new team. We got to get better quick, but when we put it all together, I think we'll be really good. Hopefully we stay healthy this year, not just on the court, but, with COVID and everything, keep everybody together. And I think that'll be a big factor in how good we are.
Jason Quick, The Athletic.
Rodney, so far, like after practices and whatnot, how has your Achilles responded the next day? Has there been soreness, or is it different day to day, or what's that been like?
It's soreness. I think the biggest thing now when I was thinking about returning to play is the other parts of my body. How my quad, how my knees are reacting to it. My Achilles has been good. It feels strong, but the other parts of my body, not just focusing on that, making sure everything else is strong too. So that's been more of the focus after practice, but it's been feeling fine.
Any other questions for Rodney? Oh, go for it.
Okay.
But still you're experiencing some soreness.
Just a little bit, nothing crazy, but that's going to take time as well, just for it to continue to heal.